basics. We'll continue with chapter 1, part 2, 12th comps. And also we'll continue with illustration 4 from where we have stopped. Okay? So far we have done illustration 1, 2 and illustration 3 that I gave you in homework in the previous lecture of course. And in the last lecture, the previous lecture I mean, we've started with illustration 4 and as I said we are going to continue with the same. Yes? So this is the 6th lecture for this chapter. Illustration 4, we have done this much. Your question is given on page number 14. Illustration 4. Please pay attention. I hope you have your textbook with you just the way I have with me. And the other essentials, writing book, Kelsey, etc. etc. Alright? Okay. So let us quickly begin. It is given on page number 14 of your textbook. Pranav Limited of Bhavnagar issued 18 lakh equity shares. 18 lakh equity shares have been issued and the company has received applications for 20 lakh shares. 20 lakh applications have been received. Shares were allotted at the meeting of board of directors. Excess share application. This is excess share application which has been rejected and the money has been refunded. Alright? Okay. Amount on shares was called up as under. On application rupees 3, on allotment 2.5, first call rupees 2 and on final call rupees 2.5 again. This makes it completely 10 rupees. I repeat, the company has issued 18 lakh shares. Applications have been received for 20 lakh shares. Excess applications are of 2 lakh, rejected and refunded. You are supposed to write down this working notes in your books. Okay? If you can write it quickly, then well and good. You can even pause the video and you can write it down. Yes, otherwise you can just understand it for now. And when you watch this repeatedly, I mean for the second time when you are watching this lecture, you can pause and start writing. Yes? So for now, allow me to explain and you can write along if you are having a good speed, otherwise write it later. Okay, so the scene is clear here and the amount called is given in your textbook on page number 15, 3, 2.5, 2 and 2.5. Alright? Okay. Further, understand the question. Yogesh, who was allotted 1600 shares, could not pay first and final call money. This is the concept of call in arrears. Where Neelam, who was allotted 1400 shares, could not pay final call money. Except this, all the amounts due from all the shareholders were received on due dates. Yogesh and Neelam paid call in arrears amounts at a later date. Understand the question. Firstly, there is Yogesh having 1600 shares. Then there is Neelam having 1400 shares. I hope this scene is clear. So, let me explain this further. It says that Yogesh is a shareholder having 1600 shares and Neelam is a shareholder having 1400 shares. And these people failed to pay which amount? Please write down this working note. And we are talking about calling arrears. There is Yogesh having 1600 shares. He did not pay first and final call. Then there is Neelam 1400 shares did not pay final call money. Alright? Okay. So, till allotment there is no problem. Calls in arrears arises at the time of first call and final call. Understand, the company has issued 18 lakh shares, has received applications for 20 lakh, excess applications are rejected and refunded. Thereafter, at the time of first call, Yogesh fails to pay an amount on 1600 shares that he is having. Then there is Neelam who fails to pay final call money. Yogesh did not pay first call, so obviously he did not pay final call either. The person who is not able to pay first call cannot pay final call. That's a common sense. And at last they say that these people have paid their calls later. That means at the end. Alright? So, prepare the format for journal quickly, and we are going to write down the journal entries for this sum. These journal entries are based on the journal entries that we have learned previously. Right? I hope you have your Kelsey. Even I have with me. Okay. So, let us begin the very first journal entry. Yes? When application money is received, bank account debit. Please pay attention. Bank account debit to. If it is equity share, then equity share application. If it is preference share, it is preference share application. Here it is equity share. So I am dividing it as this is the first journal entry. Yes? Now, talking about its calculation. Yes? Okay. So you might be thinking, ma'am, we are supposed to consider 18 lakh or we are supposed to consider 20 lakh. Understand? Applications are received for 20 lakh. This is the first step. How much amount is called out with application? Rupees 3. Yes? So obviously the amount 20 lakh into 3. Yes? Always at the first step, the number of shares to be considered are for which the application has been received. Yes? So the application has been received for 20 lakh equity shares. How much is the amount called up with application? Rupees 3. So 20 lakh into 3 makes it 60 lakh rupees. Okay? So this completes your first journal entry. Yes? Now, talking about the second journal entry. Yes? It is really interesting to understand. We are writing or we are understanding the second journal entry. Pay attention. This is the first journal entry. And what does it consist of? It consists of the number of applications received. Now, if you remember, the shares issued are only 18 lakh. So, what about the remaining 2 lakh? Yes? Understand. What is the journal entry for the rejection of shares? Bank account debit to equity share application account, because this is the first journal entry. What is the journal entry for rejection? Completely reverse to this. Yes? Which is equity share application account debit to bank account. Yes? And the journal entry for transferring the amount of share application to share capital account. What is the journal entry? Again, share application account debit to share capital account. In both of these journal entries, share application account into 3. Yes, and further to bank account, which is 2 lakh into 3 again. Yes. So this is 18 lakh, the number of shares issued. Remaining 2 lakh have been rejected. 3 twos are 6 lakh. Yes. And 60 lakh minus 6 lakh gives you 54 lakh, which is 18 threes. Yes. So 54 lakh rupees are to be transferred to share capital account for share application, the amount of share application. And the excess application 2 lakh have been rejected and the amount has been refunded. This is the combination of two journal entries. Understand? Firstly, I am explaining the journal entry for rejection of shares. How many shares we rejected? 2 lakh. Yes, 2 lakh into 3. The money of application, which is given in your question. Yes, 3 rupees. So, what is the journal entry for that? Equity share application account debit to bank account. 2 lakh into 3. 6 lakh. So, 6 lakh. Another journal entry. Equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. How much? 18 lakh into 3. 54 lakh. In that journal entry, even equity share application account is debited. So, I have debited it once, but I have just added the amount. Combined journal entry, you know this concept, right? So this way I have written 60 lakh here. And I have credited to share capital account, this is 54 lakh. To bank account, this is what I have rejected, which is 6 lakh rupees. Yes? Okay. 6 lakh. Hope it is visible? Yeah. Okay? Then, so we are done with the first journal entry and the second journal entry, and narration form which is given in your textbook, page number 15. Also the journal entries are given. Okay, so we are done with first journal entry and second journal entry. So we are completely done with the part of application, which is the next part. It is of allotment. Yes, once the applications are received, shares are allotted, excess shares are rejected and the amount is refunded, then allotment money becomes due. What is the journal entry for allotment money becoming due? The third journal entry. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. So the question is, how much amount does become due? 18 lakh or 20 lakh? Of course 18 lakh. Into 2.5. The amount for allotment is 2.5. So 18 lakh into 2.5. This is just a calculation. Here you are supposed to write down narration always. This I am just writing it down for your understanding purpose. Alright? Okay. So 18 lakh into 2.5 gives you 45 lakhs. Okay, fine then. Now the next step is when allotment money is received. If you are thinking why 18 lakh here, then 2 lakh shares have been rejected. company has issued only 18 lakh shares. Yes. So when the applications are received for 20 lakh shares, 2 lakh excess shares have been rejected. Now, when the amount is received for allotment, so the journal entry for receipt of allotment is bank account debit to equity share allotment account 45 lakh. There is no call in arrears. There is no person who has not paid allotment money. Yes, so 18 lakh into 2.5 again. कितना ड्यू हुआ था 45 लाख, कितना रिसीव हुआ 45 लाख. Yes, simple. Okay. So further, if you are talking about first call, it is of 2 rupees. 2 rupees per share. Okay. So how many shares? 18 lakh. So when first call money becomes due, what is the journal entry for that? Hope you remember. Okay, so equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account. How much? 18 lakh into 2. 2 rupees is given in your textbook, which is an amount for first call. And in the question now, Yogesh, who was allotted 1600 shares, could not pay first and final call money. How many shares does Yogesh have? 1600 shares. Yes, and he did not pay the money due on first call. Yes, how much is the amount that becomes due for first call? 18 lakh into 2, which is 36 lakh. Alright? Yes. Now the next step is for receipt of first call. You are supposed to receive 36 lakh. But the problem here is, out of 36 lakh, you have to deduct 1600 shares with the rupees 2. Yes, it is rupees 2 for first call. Yes, please turn the page. Yes, on 1600 shares, 2 rupees are not being received. That means 3200 rupees are not received out of this amount. So what is the net amount received? 3,60,000. Sorry, 36 lakh minus 3,200. This gives you 35,96,800. Understand the calculation first. How much amount becomes due for first call? 36 lakh. How much? 18 lakh into 2. Now at the time of receipt, a person called Yogesh having 1600 shares did not pay 2 rupees. So how much he did not pay? 3,200. So how much amount is received? 35,96,800. 35,96,800 is received. I repeat, 36 lakh becomes due. On 1600 shares, 2 rupees are not received. That means this is call in arrears. Yes, and this is the amount which is actually received. Alright? Okay, so putting it in the form of journal entry, bank account debit. The journal entry is given in your textbook. Bank account debit 45,96,800. Yes. Journal entry number 7 in your textbook. I repeat, equity share final call account debit to equity share capital account 45 lakh again. It is 18 lakh into 2.5. 2.5 rupees for, yes, final call. It is given in the question. How much amount becomes due for final call? 2.5. So 18 lakh into 2.5. I'm reading journal entry number 7 on page number 16 for illustration 4. We have reached to the step of final call. Here, first call has been ended. So after first call, always final call becomes due. Yes? Okay. So when final call becomes due, the journal entry is share final call to share capital 45 lakh. How? 18 lakh into 2.5. Yes? So, the next journal entry is of course for the receipt of final call. Yes? Okay. I think we need to end this session here. Journal entry number 7, 8 and 9. The last step of this sum will be continued in the next lecture. Till then, study the illustration till what we have completed. Study well, stay home and